Have you ever caught yourself delaying an important task, getting lost in social media, or watching just one more video? If so, you might be feeling the effects of too much dopamine. Let's break it down. Dopamine is a chemical in your brain that makes you feel good when you do something enjoyable, like eating your favorite food or getting a like on social media. But when you're constantly bombarded with these pleasurable activities, it can lead to restlessness and dissatisfaction. This is where a dopamine detox kicks in. It's not about giving up all the fun stuff, but finding a balance. Think of it as hitting the reset button on your brain to help you focus on things that really matter in the long run. So, how do you do it? It's simple, really. First, identify what's distracting you the most, whether it's social media, Netflix, or something else. Then, hit harder to indulge in those activities. Put your phone in another room or block certain websites. Lastly, kickstart your day with a positive morning routine to set the tone for productivity. But here's the thing, staying focused in a world full of distractions is tough. It's like a game you have to keep playing every day. But it's worth it because it means you're one step closer to reaching your goals and living the life you've always dreamed of. Ready to take on the challenge? Dive into the world of dopamine detox and discover a more balanced, focused, and fulfilling life. Just a quick heads up before we get started. We put out new stuff every week, so make sure you don't miss any of it. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications to stay in the loop with our latest extracts. Let's jump right in. Understanding dopamine and its impact on your focus and behavior. Do you often find yourself drawn to things that give you quick pleasure? It's not just about feeling good. It's actually your brain's way of chasing rewards. You see, there's this neurotransmitter called dopamine that plays a big role in this. It's like your brain's motivator, pushing you towards experiences that promise something good, like hanging out with friends or enjoying a tasty meal. But in today's world, this natural drive can get a bit mixed up. Instead of seeking out real-life experiences, we end up glued to our screens, scrolling through social media or binge-watching videos. It's not really about the activity itself, but more about the excitement of what might come next. This constant seeking of stimulation can leave us feeling restless and unsatisfied. Everyday tasks start to seem boring compared to the thrill of checking our emails or playing online games. This can lead to procrastination and make it hard to focus on important stuff. So, how do we break free from this cycle? It starts with understanding how dopamine influences our behavior. It's not so much about the reward itself as the anticipation of it that drives us. By realizing this, we can change how we approach our daily tasks. One way is to consciously cut back on activities that give us a big dopamine hit, like endlessly scrolling through social media. Instead, we can focus on things that may seem less exciting but are more rewarding in the long run. This could mean setting aside specific times for checking emails or social media, or swapping screen time for activities like reading or going for a walk. It's also important to take a closer look at our habits. What are the things that we're constantly drawn to? Are they really making us happy? By asking ourselves these questions and being honest with our answers, we can start to break free from the cycle of overstimulation and focus on what truly matters. The challenges of dopamine overstimulation. When we're constantly bombarded with stimulating stuff, like notifications or sugary snacks, our brains get used to it. They start craving more and more, making it hard to focus on everyday tasks that aren't as exciting. This can throw our lives out of whack. We might find ourselves putting off important stuff, like work or chores, because they just don't seem as interesting. And once the fun stuff is over, we're often left feeling empty and unsatisfied. So what can we do about it? Well, first things first, we need to figure out what's causing all this overstimulation. Maybe it's checking emails too often or snacking on junk food throughout the day. Once we know what the problem is, we can start making small changes to fix it, like setting specific times for checking emails or swapping out sugary snacks for healthier options. But it's not just about cutting out the bad stuff. We'd also need to add more fulfilling activities to our lives. Stuff like reading, going for walks, or just taking a few minutes to relax can help us feel happier and more satisfied in the long run. All this constant stimulation can mess with our ability to think about the future. We get so used to instant gratification that we forget about our long-term goals. But by being more mindful of our habits and making smarter choices, like choosing healthier foods, we can start to break free from the cycle of overstimulation. Reset your focus through a dopamine detox. Taking a break from certain activities can help clear your mind. When we talk about a dopamine detox, we're talking about deliberately cutting down on things that give your brain a rush of dopamine. But don't worry, it's not about getting rid of all dopamine. It's about finding a healthier balance so that regular tasks become more appealing and doable. There are three main types of dopamine detoxes you can try. The first one is the 48-hour complete detox, which is the most intense. You basically cut out most of the stuff that stimulates you, like the internet, social media, and junk food, for 2 whole days. The second option is a 24-hour detox, which is similar but shorter and not as full-on. Then there's the partial detox, where you focus on cutting out your biggest source of stimulation, like binge watching YouTube videos for a longer period. During your detox, try doing less exciting activities that help you relax and stay present. You could go for quiet walks, read something that doesn't hype you up, meditate, or write in a journal. These activities not only fill the time you'd spend on high dopamine stuff, but also make you feel better overall. The idea behind the detox is to dial down your overall stimulation levels so you can get back to a more natural state of focus and motivation. After the detox, tasks that used to seem boring might start to feel more interesting and doable. This reset can make you more productive and help you balance work and fun better. Starting a dopamine detox might be tough, especially if you're used to constant stimulation. But stick with it through the initial rough patch, and you'll likely find yourself more focused, productive, and happier overall. Remember, it's not about getting rid of all the fun. It's about finding a healthier way to respond to everyday stuff so you can reach your goals more effectively. Implementing the 3-step dopamine detox method. In this section, I'll break down a simple 3-step method to help you smoothly carry out a dopamine detox, which is all about getting your brain back on track when it's been overloaded with too much stimulation. Step 1. Let's figure out what's distracting you the most. It could be things like scrolling endlessly through social media, spending hours surfing the web, binge watching TV shows, or munching on sugary snacks. Jot them down in 2 lists, stuff you can avoid and stuff you just can't seem to resist. These lists will be your roadmap during the detox, guiding you away from those super distracting things. Step 2. Now, let's make it a bit harder for ourselves to give in to those distractions. Turn off notifications from social media. Delete those tempting apps from your phone or keep your gadgets out of arm's reach while you're trying to focus. Swap those unhealthy snacks for something better too. By putting obstacles in our way, we're less likely to dive headfirst into those distracting activities without thinking. Step 3. Kickstart your day with a detox-friendly morning routine. Mornings are when our willpower is at its strongest, so make the most of it. Skip the high dopamine stuff like checking your phone first thing, and instead try something calming like meditation, a bit of exercise, or even just getting lost in a good book. Starting your day on a calm note sets you up for success and helps keep those stimulation levels in check. Bonus tip: keep track of how you feel during your detox. Jot down moments when you feel antsy or really want to give in to those distractions. It'll help you see what's really tripping you up and give you a better grip on your habits. Take this time to think about your goals, how you're spending your time, and any challenges you might be facing. By making it harder to give in to distractions and starting your day off right, you're taking control back from those dopamine-driven urges. Remember, a detox isn't about sucking all the joy out of life. It's about finding that sweet spot where you can enjoy things without them taking over. And trust me, finding that balance can make a huge difference in how focused, productive, and satisfied you feel every day. Sustaining focus and productivity after a dopamine detox. Maintaining the calm and focus you get from a dopamine detox can be tough when there's so much going on around you all the time. But there are ways to stay on track. First things first, plan your day. Taking a few minutes to jot down what you need to get done can really help keep you focused. Try to tackle the most important tasks first. Ask yourself, what's the one thing I need to do today that will make the biggest difference? That way, you're focusing on what really matters. Having a solid morning routine is also key. Start your day by diving into a challenging task that moves you closer to your goals. Whether it's writing a report or working on a project, give it your full attention. Try to create a distraction-free zone by avoiding things like social media or emails early in the day. Developing a laser-sharp focus is essential. Set up a designated workspace and establish triggers to get into work mode, like sipping on a cup of tea or doing a quick meditation. Turn off any notifications that might distract you and work in short, uninterrupted bursts followed by breaks. Be mindful of how you interact with open systems like emails and social media. They can easily derail your focus, so try to limit your time spent on them. Instead, focus on closed systems where you're working on specific tasks without endless distractions. It's okay if you slip up sometimes. Use those moments as opportunities to learn and grow. Regularly practicing activities that bring you peace, like meditation or spending time with loved ones, can help you maintain the benefits of your detox. By sticking to these strategies, you'll keep that focused feeling from your dopamine detox going strong, leading to even more productivity and balance in your life. Integrating dopamine detox into your lifestyle for long-term benefits. Integrating the principles of a dopamine detox into everyday life is super important if you want those good vibes to stick around and avoid falling back into old patterns of feeling overwhelmed. It all starts with being really tuned into yourself. Notice when you start slipping back into old habits, like feeling restless or spending too much time glued to your screens, and make a conscious effort to switch gears back to healthier routines. Having a plan ready for when things get tough can help you stay on track. Think about situations that might tempt you to go back to your old ways, like checking your phone as soon as you wake up, and come up with alternative actions, like starting your day with some peaceful meditation instead. Taking on a 30-day challenge can be a game changer for solidifying those new habits. Make a commitment to keep up with the routines you establish during your detox, like cutting down on social media time, eating well, and getting regular exercise and mindfulness practices into your routine. Focusing on other feel-good brain chemicals like endorphins or serotonin is also key to keeping that balance you worked so hard for during your detox. Try activities that bring you into the present moment, like meditation, mindfulness exercises, going for walks, or having deep chats with friends. It's also really helpful to take some time to look back on your detox journey and see how far you've come. Check in with yourself about how your focus, productivity, and overall well-being have changed. Figure out what worked best for you and what could use a little tweaking to fit your goals even better. Keep expanding your knowledge and skills with books or other resources on time management, goal setting, and keeping a positive mindset. By making conscious choices to keep a healthy balance and steering clear of things that might throw you off, you'll keep seeing improvements in your focus, productivity, and overall happiness. Final summary. Dopamine isn't just about pleasure. It's a key player in driving our pursuit of rewarding experiences. But in today's world, with endless digital distractions, it's easy to get overstimulated, which can hinder our long-term focus and fulfillment. A dopamine detox can help recalibrate your brain's response to overstimulation. Start by identifying your biggest distractions, then add some friction to reduce engagement in those high dopamine activities. And don't forget to kickstart your day with a positive morning routine to set the tone right. But here's the thing, your journey doesn't stop there. Sustaining the benefits of your detox requires vigilance and preparation. Plan your day, prioritize tasks, and sharpen your focus like a laser beam. And don't skimp on those calming activities like meditation and meaningful social interactions. They're crucial for maintaining that balance. And let's talk long-term. It's all about integrating these practices into your daily life. Stay self-aware, find that sweet spot with digital media, and why not take on a challenge like the 30-day challenge to solidify those new habits? So, take the reins on your focus and don't let your environment hijack your brain. Thanks for tuning in. We really value your feedback on our content. If you have any thoughts or book recommendations, feel free to share them in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest uploads. Thanks for stopping by and have an awesome day.